Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Melina from ScrapbookingwithME.com and me, Crafty Scrapper, here on YouTube and Instagram. I have a very busy house today. Everybody is here, so I'm just trying to get a video done for M's Scrap Busters. So if you hear noises in the background, I apologize, but it's life. So I am sorry about that, but I'm not sorry about the things going on because that's my family. They come first anyway. I wanted to bring you something that I have been working on, and I just love them. They're little bitty pieces of art, and you'll never guess what they actually are. Well, maybe you can guess what they actually are. But they just look like little doodads, you know, that you can put in your junk journal. So they're decorated paper clips. These up top have pockets on them. Yes, I said pockets. All us ladies love pockets. So these have pockets. This one has pockets. These two, look at these. Oh, where's the paper clip? All gone. No paper clip. Where's that paper clip? I'm going to show you how to do really hidden paper clips and some pretty little dangly hidden paper clips. I'm going to show you first how they look on your projects. So, and I'll show you all these up close and personal, of course, and you know me, I'll give you some still shots at the end too, but I'm gonna show you how to make them also. So here's one. It's just got a bit of lace on it. It's got a little ticket with some collaged items on top of it. It's made from book page. It's got this little tuck in it, this little pocket. And you can see the paper clip on the back. The paper clip does not come off. It is on there permanently. So these will hold your items and they will not slip off. They will not come apart as long as you glue them correctly and firmly. So here I'm going to show you. I'm just putting this on the front of this little journal, and you can move the little safety pin however you would like. And isn't that cute little layered aspect to your junk journals there? I love that. If you have the little bulb pins, that works even better. I am out and we have more coming. We have the Tim Holtz ones, yay, that have been on back order forever and ever and ever. Finally, they are in stock and they will be sending those to us next week, so we should have them in the shop then. That is one of the little decorated pocket ones, and of course these are not my original ideas. I get ideas by watching other people's YouTube videos and I try to adapt them to how I like them. So I will of course leave video links in the description box below of videos that I watched when I came up with these ideas or that inspired these ideas. This one is a little bit longer. It has the ticket and some little collage pieces and a bit of seam binding at the back. And then it has two pockets. So there's a deeper pocket here. I've got a piece of ephemera and one of those little envelopes that I made a few videos back, and that fits in that pocket. And then there's a little shallow one on this side that has two little pieces of ephemera in it. So there's a double pocket and fits on just like the other. Your clips in the back. Now if you are obsessed with only using gold clips and pins, then by all means go ahead and get that done. But I was just using what I had, and these little bits of art are wonderful scrap busters. You can use up so many scraps with this, so I love that. All right, this one is as long as that one. And I used a little key charm. Is that not one of the cutest little things you've ever seen? It's probably blurry, I'm sorry. And then on the ticket, I put some book page that I punched out in a butterfly shape. That was actually, that and that, I think, was actually from one of the E-Club kits. So, you know, don't be getting rid of all of your E-Club leftovers. You can make these little doolollies. They're wonderful. I have some little blue lace back behind you here that I thought went really well with that paper. I added a die cut, just part of it there on top. And then this one has a little pocket to the right and a little piece of just scrap papers that I put in there just for now. You change them out however you would like. Cute, cute. This one, it's a little skinny thing. It's a piece of the Tim Holtz memoranda, just a little piece that I had left. And some little tickets that I fussy cut out from a digital and just put in there. And it's got the ticket and a die cut and a piece of washi. And then it's got a piece of lace and a piece of baker's twine. So I did all kinds of little doolollies with that one. This one, as far as colors, I think this is my favorite. It has a little postage stamp that was just a die cut on top of my ticket piece. Now you could make these little ticket pieces, you could make them tag shape. It does not matter. You do not have to make them ticket shaped. I had another one of those little key charms that I just placed on the safety pin. That's how it's on there. And then a little piece of green lace behind that to go with that little green butterfly. And then the blue postage stamp goes with that little butterfly there. And then that tag is a piece from the Blue Fern collection I cut out from the die cut pieces. And then just have a little folded up piece here. And I used the tiny little 5/8 circle punch on the edge of that after I did some corner rounding on that pocket before I glued it down. So that is that little one. I love it. They're just so dainty and cute. I love them. Okay, so these totally different kind of hidden pocket. Oh, gracious. Reverting back to one of my previous videos. Hidden paper clip. Oh my goodness. I can't remember what I'm even doing. Okay. These are hidden paper clips. Melanie, you're showing everybody hidden paper clips. This is a different kind of hidden paper clip. And the lady's YouTube ended with craft with a D. Anyway, I'll find her and put her in the description box below. And these have the paper clip totally hidden. And they are so firmly in place. It is not going anywhere. So you do not see a paper clip there. You do not see a paper clip there. But I promise you there's a paper clip in there. And then let me show you, if you put a piece of something. Okay, this is just paper. I'm putting it up in there. It is not going anywhere. See? It is not going anywhere. Great paper clips. Now, you can make these where they are toppers, or you can make them where they are to the side. Same thing with these. You could put these to the side if you wanted to. You don't have to put them at the top. But these are a little hidden gem. See, you can't even see the paper clip on the inside there. And I will show you how these work. But they go on and off rather easily. Now they are on there firmly, so you might have to give them a little gentle nudge to get them off, but very easy to work with. So there is that one. And then I had this one that had a little bit of burlap and some tags on it. The little pearl made the exact same way, and I will show you how they are made in just a moment. But I just thought these were the cutest little things when I saw them on the other videos. And I thought I want to share these and get my peoples to making some for M's Scrap Busters. That's how excited I am about them. So we are delving in a little deeper to scraps and doing a little bit more with them and bringing in some hardware to M's Scrap Busters this week. So I hope that you enjoy this episode, and let's get started. All right, so first let's go over these, and I'm going to pull you back just a little bit. Sorry for the shaking, but I just wanted to pull you back just a little bit so that we could get a better view on what I'll be working with bigger than what I had you really pulled in so you could see the details on those. And I think that's why it was doing a little bit blurry when I was getting it up to your eyeballs up there, to the screen up top. Okay, so for these, let's go over them first. I've got just a scrap piece of paper. It is not cardstock, it is paper. Paper works better for these, in my humble opinion. You can use cardstock, but I just believe that the paper works a little better for the underneath part. That's what I'm talking about. For the top layer, I'm trying to get some paper, sorry. For the top layer, you can, of course, use cardstock if you want to. On these, I actually use paper and paper. So here's a naked one that does not have any decoration on it. So you can see that paper on the inside, and then you can see this was just a digital that I had printed off, and I covered that paper with this paper. I want this part as my front, so I don't have to cover up the entire thing. Okay, so what I am going to do is measure these, and really this is the only measuring you have to do. On those other ones, these ones, you don't have to measure at all if you don't want to. I will give you measurements on what these little tickets are that were on the top, but you do not have to measure those at all. And that's one of my things that I love, to not measure. I love not measuring. I love not having to measure. That's why I'm not such a great baker, I guess, too. So I'm going to mark that back paper to be as big as this cardstock. Okay, so now we're going to cut this. I'm just so happy about this project, these projects, and to bring them to you and let you see them. I guess that's why I'm so giddy. All right. And then, you know, I can't use my paper cutter. I can't even get it in there. All right. For these, since they were so short, I used little bitty paper clips. Okay. For these, since I'm going to make them longer, let's just get silver because, you know, you can't see them anyway on these. So I'm going to use the silver ones on these. And I just need 4. So there we go. Done. All right. So I'm going to turn this paper wrong side out so that you're looking at the white of it and not the pattern of it. Okay. Get you a good crease on top, and then you're going to line up your paper clips. And when I put on a paper clip, I normally put the longer side on first, and that is fine. Do it however you would like. It does not matter with this project. I would think that using the longer side might help a little bit, but doesn't really matter. All right, so now you're going to space these out to how wide you would like them. So like if I left this one right here, I'm going to be cutting it about right there. So that's going to give me a really narrow one. So if I wanted to move this down and get me a little bit wider of a paper clip piece, Okay, so that works. So I've got my 4 paper clips lined up, and I'm only doing 4 because, you know, I'm going to be cutting it there, cutting it there, cutting it there. So I don't want them too narrow. So that's why I'm doing it like that. Then you're going to get your cardstock that you're going to cover this up with, and you're going to fold it. And if you want to use a bone folder, of course you can. If you want to use your scoreboard to get it exact, of course you can. I'm just folding it over. This is scrap work, so no need to be precise. Of course, because you have paper clips at the top, the heads of them are going to make this paper a little bit longer. Just leave it like that until you get everything adhered down, okay? So that, the inside piece is going to be longer. Just leave it like that. Now, we're gonna go to some of the most used crafty product ever, and that is packing tape. Well, maybe not the most used, but we're going to use packing tape because we want these little darlings as straight and in place as humanly possible. So you're going to get your packing tape and you're going to cover up all of your little paper clips, and you're going to use the scissors that you use on sticky gluey stuff, and you're going to get that off of there, and then you're going to flip it over, make sure you're straight, and then, well, somebody dropped something in the living room. Then you're going to get another piece of tape, and you're going to, I got a piece of dirt in there. It doesn't matter because these are not going to be seen. All right. Then you're going to pop right down on top of those paper clips again. Gracious. And then you're going to really push that down and get them very set. Then you're going to get your cardstock, and let's go ahead. Ink, if that is your preference, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to ink all of my edges, but I might end up trimming these 2 edges, so I'm not going to do it too much. I will get back to that later. We're going to come in here, make sure of which side you want as your front. That's going to be my front that I want there. All right. So we are going to get our liquid glue. So see, these paper clips are going nowhere because they have packing tape on them, and then they have liquid glue on them. This is Barely Arts that I'm using. I had someone ask in my last video what glue I was using and what bottle. This is a Sugar Bell bottle, and the little tip the little tip did not come with it. I got this from Mom. She had an excess of these, but they have the little we have this little silicone tips that are made just for this. It comes down a little bit further, but we have the Sugar Bell bottles, and then Barely Arts. We have another shipment of Barely Arts coming. So what you're going to do is flip this over and line it up. Okay, and that was your front. So you're going to get your, find my good bone folder, there it is, bone folder, and you're going to press down and press all that glue down there. And then I got glue squishing out. Get my handy dandy rag. Wipe that off. Then you're going to come in here and see, the reason why I said leave this longer bit alone for right now is because you don't want any glue getting in here. No glue goes in here because that's where your paper or your cover, or journal cover, or whatever is going to go. So you do not want glue getting in that. Don't put glue in the middle. We're just putting glue on the outside of this inside piece. Okay, so there's more glue. I'm going to put some in my little crevice crease right there. And then I'm going to come around. Put it as low as I think it needs to go. And I'm going to be very generous with my glue on this because I don't want these paper clips going anywhere. All right, lay that down and get my bone folder. Push out and down and out and down. Getting that glue well distributed. Okay, and then on these edges, you want to also make sure that that middle is not getting any glue when the edges of the glue come down. I see a little bitty piece there. I'm gonna wipe that off. All right, so you have this wonky little warped piece, 2-layer piece of paper and cardstock here that you are going to lay to the side and let it dry. Make sure to get all that excess glue off of the edges and then lay it off to the side. Now let's get to the dangly ones. All right, little Charmy ones. These are so super easy. Now, first off, I cut some little bitty pieces. These are, let's see. Where's my little, there we go. These are about 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. So 1 1/2 by 2 1/4 is what I made these. So just little dainty little tags or tickets. I made them with, did the corner with my little stub punch from We Are Memory Keepers. And I just made the little ticket stub corners. Now, you could easily make these into tag pieces if you wanted to. You do not have to make them into this ticket shape. Let me do a little piece. I know I've still got a little piece of that cardstock somewhere. There it is. All right, I'll show you really quickly what I'm talking about. All right, so we're gonna go, gotta turn you sideways because I still got you plugged in tight. All right, we're gonna go 2 1/4. Okay, and then we're going to go 1 1/2. All right, so there's our little piece. 1 1/2 again. Whoopsie doodles, you got to hold the paper right, Melina. There we go. All right, you get the gist. So there's our little pieces. Now, if we did not want to make them ticket shape, we could totally make them just tag shape. And if you have a tag punch, you can do that. I do have a tag punch somewhere, but I don't know at this very moment where it is. It is also We Are Memory Keepers, but I don't know where it is. It's in my shelf somewhere. I'm actively looking, but yeah, I don't see it. So anyway, easiest way is just to put that little corner back over there, line that up. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so get these little doodads out of the way. You've got a little ticket shape that has some very wonky edges. Oh well, you get the gist of that also. Now, what I did with these, and you can tell there, I of course inked the edges, and before I inked those edges, I got out this cute little ticket booth stamp set from Tim Holtz that we currently have in the shop and that you need to get ASAP. And I inked it up and did a little inking or stamping collage on these just so they wouldn't be plain Jane. So that's what I'm talking about. I'll show you what I did here. Let's see. Let's get this one. I'm just going to put it on and I'm going to dip it into my vintage, whoopsies, sorry, vintage photo ink pad. Of course, it's easier when you got a big stamp to do it like this. So vintage photo, you can line them up if you want to. You can stamp them just one at a time if you want to. It's whatever you want to do. So there's that. You pull them away. You've got the little doodles there. Okay. Then you get one that will pretty much cover the ticket piece itself. Let's see. Let's do... All right. And then I'm going to get my little stamp block for that one. And I'm going to do it in the black soot. Where is it? Black soot, but I'm going to stamp off before I stamp on those. So let me get a scrap piece of paper. Okay, this works. Even though you won't see it, it works. All right, so black soot. All right. And making sure to get it all covered and even my fingers. And I'm going to stamp off on this, making sure I'm in frame so you can see me good. I'm going to stamp off on that barely, and then I'm going to come in there and do that. So it gives you a little faded look on it, and it's not so dark and prominent. So let's do that again. Stamp off. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. On this one, I'm going to stamp off twice and get quite a bit of the ink off. 1, 2, then go in here. And so that gives you a little grayer of an effect on there. Cute. I like that. All right, let's wipe that off. I love how the vintage photo, or all the Tim Holtz regular distress inks, clean off of these stamps. They do very well. All right, so with this, let's see. Let's do this one. And let's just do the one stamp over it. And I'm just going to go in with vintage photo. That's cute. I like that. And then maybe this way on that one. And I don't care that it's not straight. You can even stamp off and then do that. Ooh, I like that. Let's stamp off twice and do that. Yep, I like that. All right, so wipe this one off and put my stamp away. Now, you do not have to stamp on your little tags or tickets or whatever shape you choose to use. You don't have to stamp them at all. If you don't want to, you can leave them plain, or you can collage on top of them, whatever you choose to do. Now I'm going to ink around all of these edges. All right, I got the edges of those inked, and I want to apologize for the glare that you're getting off of this little non-stick mat, but these are very messy in the very beginning to do with all the glue and stuff, so I had to use the matte. On these, now I did not do this on these, but I'm going to do it on these. I want to do a little bit of splattering. So I'm getting my white Tim Holtz opaque white and just giving them a little splattering spritz, because y'all know how I like my splattering. And if you don't like covering up things, don't worry about it. You don't have to do the splattering. I didn't on the other ones, so you don't have to use the splattering. And this looks like, you know, I'm putting white out all over this stuff, but it's opaque. So once it dries, it's not going to show up that much. It's going to be a very muted splatter on those. All right, I'm going to move these and let them dry. You can use whatever base you would like. This is some leftover cardstock. So is this one. This one is book page. More cardstock and more cardstock. So, I mean, you can use anything. The book page one is, I mean, it's not as sturdy as these are, but I mean, it's sturdy enough. It's not going anywhere. So you can totally use just paper. This is one of those index cards that I inked up, and I wound up not making any more of those iCAD things that I made in that last video. So I'm just gonna use this as one of my bases for that. All right, so I like that splatter. And which way do I want it to show? This way. All right, so I want that to be my top. All right, now to make the base of these, this part right here, you're going to get a paper clip. I'm going to get a gold one, and you're going to place it in the middle of your back flap. So you're going to fold this in thirds. It does not matter how you fold it, just as long as you have a little bit of a lip right there for your pocket insert back and forth. Okay, the further over you fold this, the wider or deeper your pocket is going to be. If I were to have folded this and left the edge out and just folded it to about right there, then I would have had a more skinny, shallower pocket, but would have had more room out here. It's whatever you want to do. There is no measuring to this, guys. You do not have to measure. But you're just going to put your paper clip, and you're also going to put the shortest loop inside your three-folded, your tri-folded piece of paper, cardstock, whatever you're using, book page, whatever. All right, and then you're going to flip it over to the back and make sure it's in the middle, and it is not. So I need to move it over some and make sure that it is straight. Okay, so I've done that. You are going to get that handy dandy packing tape again. And you're just going to get a piece wide enough to cover that paper clip. One piece is all you need, as long as it's covered well and it's not sticking up over that. You want your paper clip flush to the top of your paper. Okay, and then you figure out which one is your top. That's going to be my top. So this flap is going to be glued right onto that. So you're going to put your liquid glue all over that one fold and fold it over. Press down really good. Get all bubbles out. Make sure it's as flat as possible on top of that paper clip. Of course, you've got a paper clip in there, so it's not going to be flush, but you just want it where there are no bubbles. And then get your bone folder. Do that. All right, now here's where you need to figure out, do you want to round the corners? Do you want to put a notch in? I do want to put a notch in this one. And I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to ink my edges. Make sure to ink my notch. And go all around. Get it as inked as I want it. Get that fold really well inked too. I think that always looks really good when you ink that fold. So the index cards make really good bases for these. I like the size. I like that. All right, and let's ink that fold. There we go. All right, so I've got my little notch. And what I'm going to do is use my 1/8 inch score tape. Now, you can use liquid glue if you like. If you drive your glue very well, go for it. I do not, and it gets everywhere, and I don't have a precision tip. So then it gets even more everywhere. So I use my little 1/8 inch score tape. There we go. And then I use the edge of my scissors to get that backing off because my nails just don't want to do it. And then you're going to fold it over. You've got your paper clip in the back. You're going to fold over that flap and go over it with your bone folder. Make sure your 1/8 inch score tape or whatever adhesive you're using is working well with that and holding it down. So now you have your little pocket. See your little pocket there? Okay, then you're going to get one of your little tickets or tags or whatever little shapes you made. See how that worked out with that paint? Some of it is still a little wet. That's fine too. All right, and it is fine if you cover up most of this front. Now, if you want to decorate this front, you can totally do that. Let's see, let me get a scrap of something and put on here, but I like all those little splatters that's on that, so I don't want to cover it up too much. I want to use this as one of them in a minute, so I'm not going to tear that. Let's see about this page. Let's, I don't want it on the edge there. Let's do this. Okay. Ink the edges. There we go, there we go. Okay. Put that on. You do not have to decorate this at all if you don't want to. See here, I did not. That's book page. Here I did. I put a tag. It's just whatever you want to do. I just did that just to break it up a little bit. All right, we're going to use this ticket, and then I'm going to get some lace of some kind. I think just this white piece will work. And I'm just going to cut me a piece straight across, or as straight as my little hands will cut. All right, I think that will be pretty. Just got that paint on me, of course. All right, and then I think maybe another little piece of something else too. You don't have to use fabric. Use whatever you would like. Guys, when I'm making these scrap busters, you adapt it however you would like. I just want us using up our scraps, you know? So I'm not all rigid about that, about what you use or what papers you use or anything like that. You use whatever you've got. Just use up your scraps is what I'm saying. All right. I like that. That's pretty. Kind of put it out to the side. Oh yeah, that'll be pretty. And I might do a little bit of this washi tape over the bottom of that, since it's a little plainer. It's not pattern paper. So get this started. Maybe I'll get that started. And put a little bit there and go across there. That works. Whoops, didn't have any of that down, did I? All right, a little bit of washi. Let's see how that looks now. Yeah, let me show you how I do the charm. All right, so these came in one of the E-Club kits. I think it might have been May's. It was either April's or May's. I don't have another gold one. Those had gold and this antique silver on them. But that goes with that butterfly at the bottom, so I'm good with that. All right, so if you want to decorate the ticket, you can totally do that. Let's put another, I have another one of those book page butterflies in here. So let's get that. Bring its little tail down that got all womper jawed. And ink the edges. Cutimus. And add some blangy blang. That is so pretty. Let's put some, if it will detach from me, I will put it on there. Of course, I need my tweezers. I say that, I think, every stinking video. I need my tweezers. I need my tweezers. I think we have like 14 sets in this house somewhere. And the ones that I use for my crafting always find their way to somebody else's room. Okay. I don't know what they're using it for. Let's get that on there. Pretty, pretty. All right, and then we're going to use our crocodile, the smaller circle. And I'm just going to go down about the middle. I'm not measuring. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here on the edge of this, so away from my paper clip here, the edge of this, and put me a little hole there. Tiny, tiny, tiny. You can barely see it. All right, and then this is where the little bulb clips would come in so handy and beautiful. I just don't have any at the current moment. Okay, so I put on my charm and its little jump ring, put it through the ticket, through the lace, through the other lace, and then through the hole. And clip. And these will be easy when I do get my new bulb clips in from Tim Holtz. These will be easy to change out because they're not on there permanently at all. Okay, so there you have. And the little tiny ones work even better because they stay up at the top. So let's change that out with a tiny one. I think I got one more, maybe two more. There's that. All right, through the jump clip or jump ring, through the ticket, through my lace, through my other lace, and then through the hole that I made in the actual base. Oh, that is cutie-muss. Oh, I love it. Let me see if I bring it up towards you, if it's clear for you. No, it's not, but you get the idea. And I will get you some still shots at the end. How cute is that? Okay, so we got to fill up our little pocket there. And let's see, will these fit? I think they might be too tall. Yep. All right, let's find something that'll fit in our little pocket. I just think that's so cute. That's too tall. That is, let's do this. That'll work. All right, I'm gonna fold it. And then I'm gonna fold it again. And then I'm going to cut off my excess here. Make a little booklet to put in there. Ink my edges. Okay. And then stick the little booklet in there. How cute is that? And then you just take it out from the notch, and there's your little booklet you've made for it. So that is how I made these cute little Charmy hidden paper clips. And with this one, that little key's not wanting to stay up. With this one right here, all you do to make the double pocket is when you're folding that paper over, you're just going to fold back a lip. Okay, so like if you did this and then you did this, okay, I want the bigger one to be my top. So all I'm going to do is fold back a little lip of it, like 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I'm gonna ink my edges. I'll just show you this one real quick, like, because we still got to get to those other ones, and I know I'm way over the 30-minute mark now. Okay, I'm gonna ink that edge and then ink that fold so it gets rid of some of that white. Okay, let's do I have any little clippies? Because this one's a little short one. Let's see if I've got a little clippy in here. I don't look like I do. I want a gold one though because I can see it. All right, so I'm gonna stick my clippy on the back. Okay, get my packaging tape. Fold it over that. Then I'm going to adhere this part down over the top of the clip. Okay, and then this part is going to get the score tape, and I'm going to do it all the way over to the naked part on top of that packaging tape that I put on there, all the way over to naked, and then fold that over, get it even, Stevens. All right, and then if you've got enough room, you can of course use the score tape again. If not, that is fine, because you need a little bit more of this glued down, this little flap glued down than the other ones. Get my rag and get out this excess glue that's spurting up there. Okay, so that's how you do the double pocket. So you would, you know, do your ticket as usual. Let's do these, and it doesn't matter if they're as big or even longer than this. You can decorate them up any way you would like. There are no rules actually to this one as far as measurements or how it looks. You do it how you would want to do it. So I've got that ticket, and then if I were going to put something in, let's see, like this, you could put this in the one side if it was shorter, of course. Cut it off so it'll go in there. Okay, so this one goes in this side, and then you've got this one that will go in this side. Or, that's a little bitty spot. Let's just find something sticking out so horribly much. So that's how you do that one. Okay, and then you just put on whatever doolollies you want and make your little ticket topper on top of it, or your tag topper on top of it, however you would like. So that's how you do the double pocket. And then I did this one right here for you on video, and all of these I did off video because I wanted you to have a variety to look at, and of course I will have the still shots at the end. Now let's go to the other ones. These were long enough. I could have made 2 videos, I know, but I didn't. So we're just gonna have a long video this time. All right, so this is pretty much dry. What you are going to do is get your paper trimmer. Now the guillotine type paper trimmer would probably work even better. But this is all Melina's got. So this is all Melina's using. All right, so you're going to fill the paper clip. There's a paper clip. There's a paper clip. There's a paper clip. There's a paper clip. You're going to go in between the paper clips. I'm going to go up top so you can see it really good. You're going to go in between the paper clips, line it up, and cut them apart. Now, they might be a little ornery, especially if the glue is still a little damp. You need to leave them sitting for a little bit. See, that's already too cute. I already like it without it even decorated. Okay, and then you're going to go in between these two and kind of make it, try to make it as even as possible, going in between them. See, that's what I'm saying. A guillotine trimmer would work even better cutting these apart. So there's that one, and then one more. Get it straight up top. All right, I'm gonna have a fat one and a skinny one. All right, that one didn't cut at all through, so I'm gonna put it back on because I'm really close to that other paper clip. That's what it is. And that's why this would not bother a guillotine trimmer at all. So I'm just gonna cut on my line here. It's gonna be Melina engineered. This one is. There we go. All right. So this one is going to be a little bit fatter than these. This one's going to be the skinniest of them all. All right, now you can go in, make sure that you don't have any glue on the insides and that they're going to go on your pages or your cover very well. Then you're going to trim off this excess from underneath because you don't need that anymore. That was your little guard to make sure you didn't get any glue in it, and we're done gluing on the inside anyway. Okay, so now you have all of these trimmed. You can go through and ink them well again. Make sure that all of your sides are inked on both sides. There, there. Okay, I want that to be my front, so I'm going to ink that a little better than the back. Ink away, ink away. Okay, so all of them are inked now, and I think that I want to make this skinny one a banner shape. So I'm going to go up from the bottom and then just meet in the middle of that one. That's cute. I like that. And then ink those banner tails. okay? And then maybe just leave the rest. But you can shape them any way you would like. I might do some, let's do a little bit of, yeah, I like that, doing the rounded corners. That's cute. So I'll do the rounded corners on that one. Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right, so now you're just going to decorate like you would want. So these are just like these, but they're shorter. Look how much shorter. You can use these little tags on these also. Of course, I'm not going to put any charms or anything on these that kind of dangle off, just because they are a more firm paper clip. So I don't want to do anything like that, but I like that. And then maybe put some lace across it. And I'm going to put this down with some Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to use the same glue, so I should have left the top off. Same glue to put this down, just because it's going down on fabric. Okay, not sure what happened there, but my camera died. Anyway, I put that ticket on there with some lace. I found this little butterfly in one of my die cut packs. I'm going to put that on there. Let's add on a little bling on its little head. Cute. So there is that one. Let me show you on your page or your cover or whatever of your journal how it goes on there. Very cute. It's not going anywhere until you decide that it comes off. And you can, of course, decorate the backs also if you wanted to. But I thought that was very cute. Very cute. Let's decorate these on these longer ones and wider ones. You can really get some die cut pieces on these, some substantial die cut pieces on here. I think this is going to end up being one of my biggest, longest videos ever. Thank you so much for those that are sticking around to watch all of it. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's ink around just this little scalloped circle piece of book page, and I've already got some glue down there, so I don't need to add any more, I don't think. And then maybe put a little piece of bling to the edge of that. That's almost the same color, but I like that. Doesn't show up as much. Just kind of blends in. Let's put one right there. So, it doesn't have to be elaborate decorating on these. I was just wiping off some of that excess glue. Does not have to be elaborate. You could totally use that, since we've left it pretty flat. You could totally use that in a regular book. Let me get one of my planners out here. I would probably do a couple of sheets just because it's an extra sturdy paper clip, but that so works in a planner. Look at that. So you could use these. You don't have to just use these in a junk journal. You can use them anywhere you would like. So that is the two different kinds of hidden paper clips that I wanted to show you. I had saw some videos and decided, let me change this up just a touch. And then I want to do this also and show my peoples these, in case you didn't catch the other video. And I want you to go in my description and, you know, find those videos that I link in there. Look, I just put my finger in them. And go watch those talented ladies' videos. Also, from where I got my inspiration. Because, I mean, there are so many wonderful crafters on YouTube. And I think that's the main reason I don't get enough sleep, is I sit up and watch YouTube videos all night long. So there are completed ones. That's the totally hidden paper clips. Those are just shorter. These are taller, longer. That one I just cut into a banner shape. I'll have to put some more adhesive on the back of that one. And then let me move out some of this stuff so I can get the whole frame for you. So look at that. Mass making hidden paper clips. And we have totally hidden paper clips here and here. And then we have the Charmy Pocket paper clips. So we've got a variety to choose from. I want to see yours. Everybody has paper clips in their house somewhere. So you got a paper clip, you got a safety pin, and you got some packing tape. Let's get to work on these scraps. So this is this episode of #MScrapbusters. Please post that hashtag anywhere you post your projects, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Use that hashtag so I can find it. I go weekly and I put in that hashtag on both platforms and I'll look for your projects just so that I can see the loveliness and you using up all your scraps. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.